Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for a Patreon cast at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. It's going to be herO and Clem from the semifinals of the Esports World Cup. It's going to be a bottom right on Golden Aura. It is Clem, and in the top left it's going to be herO. Yeah, two incredible players coming at you today. An excellent PvT for you in store. And again, this is going to be a Patreon game. If you're supporting me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for at least $1 a month, you will see it the week of October the 30th, around Halloween or so. So thank you if you're watching it on that week. I really do appreciate the support, especially now because I'm unemployed and searching for work. And if you're watching this in November 2024, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content like this. Super high level, super fun stuff. So let's see what the early game is going to be here between these two players. There we go. We're going to respect each other. No proxies, no Nexus first, no command center first, just walling off. Very safe with the gas into a factory. Gateway inside the main base, not out on the map, and gas as well. So it's going to be Stalkers, maybe an Adept for scouting here from herO. It's going to be Marines and Marauders. It's not going to be Mech, because Mech is not very good against Protoss in the current iteration. No Reaper here because it's hard to get a probe kill in, well, against a Protoss player as good as herO, yeah? Woo! Cybernetics core warping in. As I said, we got ourselves an expand. Ooh, here before factory. Okay, so 1 racks expand, a little bit risky. So Nexus coming up. Cybernetics core just about done. And everything is A-okay here in this PvT. What manner of splash damage will herO be making here today? I hope it's Storm. I think Storm is pretty much the best option. Maybe 3 Colossus, but yeah, I'm going to say it's Storm, in my personal opinion. There we go. Factory coming up. Stalker on the way, Warp Gate on the way. We are well underway here in this PvT for StarCraft 2. Second gas, and second gas already done. Come on, Cybercore. There we go. Come on, Robotics Facility. Oh, a Twilight Council opening here from herO. Yeah, Charge is good against Terran. Blink is good against Terran. And Charge and Blink are also good against Protoss and Zerg. But Blink, I feel like, is... yeah, I think it's... Maybe Blink is featured most in PvT out of the other matchups. I know it's featured heavily in PvP. Thinking. Anyway, this is going to be Blink. herO, Blink. Yeah, Blink starting just as soon as that Twilight Council goes down. And we got ourselves a Cyclone. We got ourselves a Starport coming up. A Cyclone is here already. And it looks like we're going to be a little bit defensive here. So pushing out with this Cyclone, hoping to catch like an Oracle or a Hallucinated Phoenix, if you will. Oh, he tried to perch over that... over that perching spot. Can you not... Wow, can you not hide there? What's going on, man? All right, so Marines are just pushing out now. We got 2 Stalkers and a Sentry. Oh, boy. And another Stalker here with good micro. Okay, and a Cyclone. Yeah. With good micro, you can do a little bit of damage here. But we have the high ground here and picking off one. Oh, never mind. Not target firing. Not target firing very well. And the Cyclone has a lock on, and the shields are down. Shields are down for this Stalker. Third base coming down in the bottom left side, and a drop with a Cyclone and 2 Marines inside the main base. Oh gosh! All right. So did not get the medevac, but it did force it to fly away. Inside the natural base, there are. Boom! Marines taking down your shield battery. Where is your god now? Says Clem. And nothing's like, all right, good enough. We killed 7 probes. We killed a shield battery. Never mind. We're still fighting. We want that Stalker so bad. We get it. We get another Stalker. All the Marines are dead, but another probe goes down. Oh my gosh. 8 probes down. a shield battery. The resources lost here are 1,900, but 11 Marines dying is like, that's more easily replaceable, I think. And then that shield battery, the sentry, the stalkers, the probes. This is some brutal, brutal stuff here on the opening from Clem. Little timing attack on 2 bases. I thought he was going to defend with this setup, but no. He was on the way to push across the map and see what he can do, and it was amazing. So, stalkers pushing out. There's a bunker. There's a siege tank. Yeah, this is not happening, friends. Not even the tiniest bits of happening. Liberator sets up here inside the main base. The public test realm. Actually, this is a Patreon cast. I don't know if this makes any sense for you guys. But the PTR, they did recommend some patch changes, and one of the things was increasing the radius of the Liberator, which I don't think was necessary, but whatever. Ooh, going after the tech lab on that starport. They don't get it, and they want that medevac so bad. They get the medevac as they're blinking out. What a sick piece of micro there from herO. That was awesome. So a repair on the tech lab. Clem thinks his lucky stars. He didn't lose that thing. He wanted it. He wanted to keep it forever, right? Whew, charges coming in as predicted there too. We got ourselves a warp prism. A little bit of maybe warping in some zealots inside your main base. Nobody's ever happy about that, but especially Zerg and Terran. Blinking over some stalkers, and by blink I mean, yeah, blinking over. Warp prism providing a little bit of some extra blink micro too. And yeah, here we go. Picking off a couple SCVs. Nice, 6 SCVs go down. That's a little bit of revenge. For the 8 probes that died on the other side, the Marines are covering this warp prism quite nicely, though. And it's going to hide in the dead airspace. Is there a Viking yet? I feel like having maybe the Liberator that is set up over here. The auto turret harass getting some work done, too. Target firing probes. Not going to fight the Stalker. You're not going to win that fight. Ooh, almost gets another probe there. Liberator, hey, hang on. 4 kills before it gets sniped off by those Stalkers. Nicely done. On the other side of it, Marines and siege tanks. This is such good PvT, man. Both players harassing each other to death, but 19 probes have died to 6 SCVs. The equations are not making sense here, but there's a third base from herO and no third base from Clem. Now, mules exist from Clem to help him keep up the income advantage here, and it shows he has an income advantage. Part of that is the probe deaths for sure, but this third base should help herO pull back up into a more even or ahead situation, hopefully. Man, where is this third base? Yeah, the other thing herO's doing while he's being over here is trying to figure out if there's a third base coming up anywhere from Clem, and no. Just kidding, there's command center in production right here next to the main. Yeah, weird place for it, but herO's totally scouted that, so he knows. He knows there's a third base. This is a pretty scary Marine Marauder siege tank attack, though, with Widowmine support. And the medevacs, obviously, which we've seen for, I mean, a while in this game now. They were pretty darn early. So charge lots and immortals. I like it. Charge lot immortal against Marine siege tank Marauder. Absolutely. Warp prism micro here from herO. Too good. Getting chased away but not getting killed. That's a big deal. I don't know about engaging here. Okay, well, kind of engaging there. Lost 1 zealot. Ended up killing a couple Marines quite possibly. And yep, gonna lift and land that orbital as soon as it's done upgrading into the third base. Should be a wonderful time. Possibly the most wonderful of times. Hey, army value is 80 to 61. Clem has an advantage there on that. Again, a lot of that is lost workers and slowing down herO's macro a little bit. Always frustrating when you feel like you've got macro cycles down and then you lose like 15 probes and you're like, oh, okay, so my cycles are all screwed up now. Great. Thanks, Clem. Thank you, ya big jerk. So checking to see if there's a third base here. No, third base is over here instead. Let's see if he pokes that. We don't mind. Blink dodge. Sick moves. Blink dodge is awesome. There's a Viking out now, so now the War Prism. Oh, and there's Zealots in here too. Not even Stalkers to possibly save that War Prism. Brutal stuff. Fourth base coming in from herO on the low ground outside of his main. He has to out macro Clem if he's gonna beat him, which is a tall order but possible. Robotics Bay coming in from herO, maybe going into those Colossus, because as of now he doesn't have any splash damage at all. Charge lots can absorb a lot of damage from a Marine Marauder ball, but once they're gone, the rest of your army is going to die to this whole thing. So Clem's expansion timings are disgusting. He's got Marauders, Medevacs, Widowmines being produced all the time here. A Ghost Academy's coming in from the Terran player. Couple more probes die as a Marine wanders over to this fourth base and gets some long-distance mining probes. That's a weird way to get some probe kills, but sure. Yeah, this is... I don't know that herO has enough to deal with this, you guys. He does not have any storm whatsoever. Is there enough charge lot? This base might just be a sack, man. Yeah, I don't think this fourth base is happening. Yep. Falls back, cancels. He's counterattacking with some charge lots on the other side, though, getting into this mineral line, taking out these Widow Mines, stopping all mining at the third base. Ooh, we are looking at maybe a bit of a base trade or a base race situation here. No, not so much. Base trade situation. The fourth base dies. Good force fields. 1 Colossus. Splash damage. All the splash damage you could ever ask for with 1 Colossus here. Zealots not able to get into the main all that much. Widow Mine's doing some good work here. This Zealot is an angry Zealot. He's got like 8 kills before he goes down. And Clem decides to go home. It's 57 to 53 workers. herO has an advantage. Just kidding. He's coming back in. Colossus swipes. Even with it out, extended thermal lance are pretty good. But 19, 20 SCVs killed. There's a bunker with nobody in it. And now nope, just kidding. Still nobody in it. I thought maybe they go in the bunker, but they decided not to. So, okay, 56 to 53 workers. Income favoring herO quite heavily there for a minute as the third base from Clem was providing no value at all. Okay, so yes, had to cancel his fourth base, but did shove Clem away and killed a bunch of Clem's workers. So, could be worse, could be better, right? Expanding down the fourth down the left side now instead of taking this base. Feels like that base is maybe cursed a little bit. Second Colossus joins the party. A Disruptor on the way here too. 2 Colossus and a Disruptor. Interesting play with the second Disruptor getting fired up as soon as the first one finished. So extended Thermal Lance, Disruptors here too. They are looking at reducing the radius of... increasing the radius of Purification Nova explosions, but nerfing the damage. So they don't one-shot like roaches anymore. This Raven is auto-turret harassing to all Kingdom Come. Has 11 kills already. Man, 1 Raven. Terrans, put it into your comp if you're fighting against Protoss. Turns out you can get some work done with it if you're Clem anyway. So extended Thermal Lance is done. He only has the 2 Colossus, which I find interesting. Usually it's 3 that we want if we're trying to deal with a ginormous Marine Marauder ball like this, especially if it's Marine heavy, which it is. 28 Marines to 6 Marauders. There. Ghosts for EMPs joining the party here too. Gotta love to see a little ghost. Little ghost action in your morning. Air weapons on the way from Clem. He doesn't even have... What the heck are his upgrades right now? He only has +1 attack for his Marines and Marauders. Man, he skipped out on some upgrades to get those early attacks going, and it is kind of showing right here. I mean, I guess hero's only at +2 attack. He's not that far ahead, but being ahead against a Terran is nice regardless. I mean, Protoss has Chrono Boost, so they should always be ahead of upgrades of Protoss, or rather Terran and Zerg. Yep, Nova, good dodge. Clem knows how to dodge those extremely well. So it's only 2 Colossus, maybe forcing Clem to commit on Vikings, right? He's like, you're going to have 3 or 4 Colossus. You always do. But then it's just the 2. So maybe there's too many Vikings and not enough stuff on the ground. That's an EMP if ever I saw one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice snipe of a Ghost with that Nova. I mean, if you get anything with a Purification Nova, it's a win. But if you kill a Ghost with it, that's like an extra win. I mean, multiple Ghosts is just the best thing you're ever going to do as a Protoss player in a PvT. Nope, trying to blink in and sniped on those Vikings, but overextended a little bit. Clem jumps on those Stalkers, kills a couple of them, but pretty good pullback. Nice. Zoning out with the Disruptors, but he's catching them with that concussive shell, slowing them down. And herO is on the full retreat here. Falling back to a shield battery is going to help a lot. Losing another Disruptor, not good. Bottom left base, warping in from herO. It's a gold. He needs it. If he's going to win this game, he needs that base in the bottom left to work out for him. Clem's got a 4th base, upgrading to a planetary here at the southern section of the map. herO, my gosh, Clem's going to scan that. I feel so worried for herO right now. Is there enough? Is there simply enough here for herO to break through with a maxed out army? EMP, catching a bunch of those Stalkers again. Trying to march on into this. Do not attack into a planetary where an army is sitting. Do not do it. If a Terran's got their army parked at a planetary, do not try to bust that. Never, ever, ever, ever try to bust that. But if the army is not there, then sure, go for it. If the army's protecting an orbital, you have a better chance of it. This little group swinging around the top side gets scouted by a pylon, and Stalkers are trying to shut this thing down, but killing a Marauder seems fine, I guess. But now herO knows you're there. herO expanding back to his original 4th base location. It's going to be a 6th base at this point, though. I like it. herO's macroing really well. Taking extra bases, keeping Clem kind of pinned on his side of the map. Ghost down. 1 ghost died. Oh, another ghost died. Nice. Nova. Fantastic. Nova. Okay, Disruptor down. Disruptor down. Big time hit there. Big time hit there. Is there enough on the Disruptors to run? Not really. Another Disruptor dies on the retreat. There's those low. You almost want to get a Warp Prism to pick those guys up. Oh, Charged Lot warping inside the main base of Clem. What are they going for? They're going for, I mean, they just catch an EMP. They kill a Marauder. They kill another Marauder. Not as good. It's not even like a million Zealots either. Now herO's on the back foot. herO very, very much on the back foot right now. Not happy about it, but what do you do? Vikings getting big hits off on the Colossus. Almost killed one of them. Shield Battery, help me! Why is the Shield Battery not healing the... There we go. Shield Battery overcharge. Bam. Heals up that Colossus' shield immediately. Clem being patient. Stalkers at the 3rd base of Clem, killing a bunch of SCVs, or trying anyway. Marauders unloading to deal with that. So Clem's on 4 base, 56 workers. herO's at 74 workers here. All right, Clem on the full retreat. Another round of Zealots join the party. You can make the Terran retreat with these lots. Without a doubt here, but more reinforcements from Clem coming in. He's been macroing during this whole time because he is a monster. A beautiful monster. Arr. Nope, just kind of wasting those Zealots a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I mean, you expect Zealots to get more done. Stalkers at the 3rd base again, harassing Clem. Pushing. Can't do it. Disruptors, Stalkers, Shield Batteries. Colossus. 3 Colossus now. Okay, 4 Colossus now. How many kills do we have? 9 kills. 0 kills, 0 kills. Did he kill a Colossus? He's not killed a Colossus yet. One of these has got it. 9 kills. 9 kills. Okay, so both of the Colossus that have been fighting have 9 kills apiece, which is good, I guess. Clem taking another base down to the south. And guess who found gold base after been up for a couple of minutes anyway? Like, some of these mineral fields have been mined through. Shield, look at this. Shield Battery overcharged Zealot on the fight. Dude, that medevac almost got killed by a cannon. That was a little bit sloppy from Clem for sure. Stalkers get the medevac, and there's a ghost down here. Yeah, nice. Another EMP goes down, and this does get saved. Nice. Okay, so the probes continuing to work here at this gold base. herO expanding 12 o'clock. Raven scouts that with its 14 friggin' kills. This is a great PvT, man. This is as high level as go and get. Nice EMP. Guardian Shield gets popped there, too. He just killed more probes than Auto Turret. He sure did. This is the most... This guy, he's got... It's going to be a 20-kill Raven. When's the last time we saw a 20-kill Raven? Honestly, maybe with Mass Raven strats, with Ketrock or somebody, but good golly, Miss Molly. All right, concaved up on kind of both sides here. Running out of steam down here, I think, is Clem. Army value is bigger, but not here. Colossus dying a little bit. There's only 1 Colossus remaining, and the Vikings are going to snipe it down before we can get back, and it does explode. And he turns the tides with the reinforcements from his bases in the south side of the map here. Falls back to the planetary, says, you don't want to engage me in a planetary, do you? And herO says, no. His splash damage is now 3 Disruptors. It is 63 to 81 army supply. Clem is up. herO has a ton of bases and an income advantage over the last 10 minutes. But is it enough? Disruptor. Boom. Marauder shot. Okay, fine. Everyone. And then Clem jumps in. Ugh, EMPs again. Falls back with the Nova. Is that another dead auto turret? Where'd that Raven go? Is it still alive? It's still alive, man. It's got 22 kills. Man, again, ever since they got rid of the Hunter-Seeker missile doing any damage at all, it's hard to get that many kills on a Raven. You remember when Hunter-Seeker missile did like 20 damage, splash? And Mass Raven is a really viable strategy in like every single matchup, and it was insane. And they tried to nerf the damage on the Hunter-Seeker missile down to like 5, and it still was too good. So finally, they just get rid of all the damage on Hunter Seeker and just called it anti-armor, and that's all it does is reduce armor and not do any damage now. Ah, the life of a Raven in StarCraft 2. There's a small group of this planetary, not a big one, and the Immortals are helping immensely here. Plus 3 Immortals against your planetary base down. Clem says, you want to trade bases? Let's trade bases. Can you recall back here, herO? Do you have a recall available? You do, but he doesn't want to do it. He instead is going for more base trading shenanigans here. And then he recalls back to keep this base alive, leaving some Zealots behind to pick off some of these. There you go, 18 more SCVs die. Nova catch, dude, herO. Can he win this game? He's got a much better economy and a smaller army. Clem relands the third base. It's not been a good place to work here in this game, not at all. My goodness. Oh, sorry, back to the production tab, folks. I was off that for a minute. I apologize. EMP catch, Disruptor Nova. More Colossus being added into the mix. herO's like, these fights were better when I had Colossus available. herO's taking the top right base, too. herO might just kind of be out expanding Clem here, which you gotta do. Clem's gonna be so insanely cost efficient. Look at this little ghost hit squad that's running around. They got high vision, they got EMP. They can snipe things like Zealots kind of a little bit. Not easily, but it's really not bad. Yeah, this group is kicking butt, taking names down here, holding the Zelnaga Watchtower. Not really much directly threatening anything. Clem comes in. herO gets scanned and says, oh, hang on. Can I Nova you away for a minute? That would be nice. And then he totally does. These guys retreating as a superior force from herO shows up and he chase them back towards this fourth base of Clem. And they high ground it. And man, this is just an amazing back and forth. No, they got the Disruptor. That Nova did not finish. And this base is going to die. Probes pull maybe a little bit too late as 16 of them die immediately. War Prism down. Nexus down. herO's lost 2 bases here recently, but he's still got 80 workers, and he's still got 3 bases that are mining. But what matters more is this battle. Colossus sniped out, but... oh, good snipe on that medevac. The other one was so close. So close to not making out of there. Okay, you have to force to warp in some stuff. There, the bottom left base of herO's getting sniped. The main base is under siege. It does get taken care of and cleaned up, but this bottom left Nexus dies. Oh, top right base of herO going to help immensely in situations like this. The counterattack, it's like, well, if all your army's over here, killing this third base is not that big of a deal, but sure, more SCVs. I'm okay with that. 64 to 50 workers in favor of herO. Mules are good. Income is favoring Cure right now. Clem actually has enough on the bottom to defend. Does see, though, the blink on top. But then Clem brings a giant swing of his army back here. Shuts that down. These Stalkers aren't getting anything done at this planetary. Stalkers have to retreat. It's 95 to 37 army supply. herO mining on 2 bases right now. This one's mining out. This one's pretty healthy, but not even totally fully saturated. And Clem's mining on 1 base with 2 base that's mining out. So look, the even base count is not what you want to do when you're fighting against Clem as a Protoss, man. Yeah, Clem's, I mean, just taking what damage is available, right? Oh, that's it. GG. That is it. 8 more probes died. The top right base maybe can be defended, but I'm not sure if it matters if this other one goes down. Ugh, it's just not enough splash damage. And Storm. Again, I feel like Storm is great, but the problem is that EMP exists. Like, I get that. And that's it. Clem gets it in 23 minutes and 49 seconds. What an absolutely brutal showing of how to play PvT there from Clem. herO's at 90 workers. He had this kind of an upgrade, and income advantage. It just wasn't enough. Clem was everywhere, up and down, left and right. He ended up killing 4 Nexuses today, losing a planetary, and that was it on his side of the map. 61 SCVs died, but guess what? 90 probes died by the time all was said and done. This Raven got 25 kills or something, which was bananas, and just keeping herO on the back foot enough. Just too much. EMP is great. Maybe needs a bit of a nerf here, I would say. Oh, you just got to feel bad for herO here. When you're on, what was he on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 bases for a hot minute there. And Clem's on, he's like on 5 or 6. You just feel like if you have that much income and that many bases, you should be able to pull it off. 51,000 resources lost for herO, 39 for Clem is big. So for the Patreon game, another Clem win because the man is a monster and always will be, I think, until maybe he gets old, which he's young. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.